Headphones. Turn me up in the headphones. I think we did it. I think we did it. We did it. We did it. I think we did it. We did it. We did it. I think we did it. Yo, woke up this morning, 3:40 a.m., right? 3:40 a.m. Wake up call. Boom. Let's go. Time to hit the day, right? Walk out of the room, grab my big old purple cup of ice water, big purple cup of ice water. It's always the purple cup. It's always a big cup of ice water. I throw on my headphones. Now, when I throw on the headphones, we're listening to music without words, my friends. Music without words. I'm not trying to be influenced by the outside world at this point, but I need to get into a zone. You know what I'm saying? So music without words. Make my way downstairs. Boom, 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 boom. Once I get downstairs, I grab my Morning 5 planner. Now, my Morning 5 planner looks a lot like this. All right. This is a copy that I keep here at the office, but I have one just like this at the house. Right. So I open up my Morning 5 planner. Now, what's cool is at the very top of every page of the Morning 5 planner, there are quotes that are actually submitted by members of this community right here. Quote submitted every year. We do these every year. This is our 7th year of planners, I believe it is. 7th or 8th year of planner. 2019 was our first year of planners. So this is our 7th year of planners. There's always quotes submitted by actual members of this community. So I open it up, and today's quote says this: "A steady mind is the rarest strength of all." This was submitted by Frank Carver, member of this community, Mr. Frank Carver. And Mr. Frank Carver, I appreciate the submission. I thought about this. A steady mind is the rarest strength of all. There was a time where I had an opportunity. I was coaching a young gentleman. He was a leader in a big local business, and he had some success, but he kept running into like a ceiling. He kept bumping into a ceiling as far as how far he could take this business. He just really struggled to grow it, beyond, like good is the enemy of great type thing, if you know what I'm saying. And so I was having a conversation with him, and the more I would talk to him, the more that he would talk about how he popped off on this, how he kind of lost his cool, how he lost his temper, how he lost, all these different things. And I was like, bro, that's really where the problem is. You see, the moment you lose control, you hand the power to someone else every single time. The man or the woman who is steady, the man or the woman who can stay in the pocket, a steady mind, no matter what else is going on around them, that is powerful strength. So through coaching, we were able to get him to that point where instead of once he realized every time he lost his cool, he was losing his power, that was like the end all be all for that. It's like, no, I want my strength. I want my power. If you want your strength and you want your power, you got to have a steady mind. Good morning and welcome to the #1 morning show in America. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 9, author, speaker, and the founder of 800%.life. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is, what is today? Today is Tuesday. That's right, today is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday on top of that. Today is Tuesday, August 25th, 2026. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Tuesday, August 25th, 2026. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky, where the weather's shifting a little bit. It's a little bit colder here in the mornings, and then it warms up throughout the day. That's my type of weather. That is my type of weather. I like it a little bit cooler in the morning, and then boom, give me about an 80-degree day. I'm super happy. If you want, you can throw in just a tiny sprinkle of a light breeze. I'm totally okay with a tiny sprinkle of a light breeze. You're totally welcome to do that. But I'm coming to you from Lexington. On the backside, I am super stoked. We launched this show on YouTube, live on YouTube yesterday. Only live on YouTube. We've been going live on Facebook for 8 years. We've had times in the past where we streamed to YouTube also. We did Facebook, we did YouTube, things like that. We're going all in on YouTube, man. We're going all in on YouTube. And I got to say thank you to yesterday's launch. Yesterday's launch was powerful. It was encouraging. I see tons of people and comments and whatnot in here already this morning, which is amazing. I'm just super stoked that you are here. It really was an incredible launch. So I just want to start with some gratitude today. Luis Grafton is in the UK. Weather has shifted there too. So anyways, it was just an incredible launch, and I appreciate all of the support. Today we are live on YouTube. We're also live over on LinkedIn, streaming over to LinkedIn. But just so you LinkedIn folks know, all of the engagement and interaction, so on and so forth, will be on YouTube. So if you're here on LinkedIn, welcome. Glad you're here. You're welcome to just kind of listen in. I won't be able to see any of your comments or anything like that. But for those of you that are on YouTube, I can see you. Like I can see Mr. Bush is here this morning. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I can see Tony Schmidt is in the building today, and Michael Larkin is in the building today. And I can see Mike Rendine is in the building today. And Scott Simons says, I'm looking good today. Thanks, Scott Simons. Looking energetic. I appreciate that very much. And yeah, yesterday was fun. I don't know if you had as much fun as I had, but yesterday was fun. But now, here we are, Tuesday. Here we are, Lexington, Kentucky, right? Weather starting to shift. The kids are all off to school, right? Kids are all off to school. My son, first child of ours to go to any school other than homeschool, he's off in public school now, and he's doing great. People have been asking me, how's your son doing? He's doing great. His first week in school was amazing. He loved it. I asked him how he felt about it. I'm like, did it meet or exceed your expectations? He's like, exceeded my expectations. It's even better than I thought it was going to be. Now, keep in mind, it's been a week. So we'll see how that continues to evolve. But as of right now, the kid is doing great. Now, we as a family with 9 kids, whereas we go into the school season, it does tend to get a little more exciting, a little more energetic. We have soccer now. We also have football. Fisher's playing football. We also have dance, which is picked back up. Multiple daughters that are in dance. We also have softball now that is getting ready to come up here in the next couple of weeks. And then, of course, there's school. And then, of course, I travel a lot for work and so on and so forth. So this time of year can start to feel a bit busy. But interestingly enough, within some of that busy, we actually get into a better routine as a family. It seems like things calm down. It reminds me of Jocko Willink said in Extreme Ownership, he said, discipline equals freedom, right? It seems like the busier we are, the more, not the busier we are, that's not the right word, but the more that we have going on, the more we're kind of forced to put in some boundaries. We're forced to apply some disciplines that ultimately, by applying those, reduces the chaos and creates an environment that feels more purposeful. Feels like we're free to do the things that we need to do because we have more structure on the things that we kind of have to do, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm not wording that right. I guess to give you a comparison, during the summer is wild, right? Summer is wild. Summer is life without structure. Summer is heat and vacation and pools and beaches, and summer is memories made and joy and laughter and all of those things. But it also comes with its own list of adverse effects, ones that can kind of leave you in a little bit of a daze. And that brings us to this week's series. We're launching a series this week called Summer Daze. That's the wrong thing. We're launching a series this week called Summer Daze. But before we go too far into that, you know what we got to do on this show? You know we got to do some dancing. Let's go. Oh, I can't hear it enough. There we go. Funky on the tunes. Funky on the tunes. Now these are the same tunes we listened to yesterday, but we're gonna mix it up. I promise. We'll mix it up. I've been doing a lot of new things for this new show. Positioning things a little bit different. Our lighting is a little bit different. I've got a camera here. I've got a new monitor that allows me to look directly into your eyeballs as we're having conversations today, which I freaking love. I can see you straight up. So anyway, so we're learning and we're growing. It's like day one for the show again, even though we've done over 2,000 episodes. It feels like day one to me. But for those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. All right, I need you to hit that share button on YouTube. Go ahead and share this out. Make sure you like the feed. And an important part of the YouTube journey is subscribers. Subscribers is a big thing for YouTube. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you click that subscribe button right here on YouTube and ring the bell so that you can get notifications whenever we go live. It is very, very cool the way they notify people on YouTube whenever you go live. It's absolutely amazing. This is also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching this show live or you're watching on replay, make sure you say what's up. One of the things I learned about YouTube that's interesting, the comments from the live show will disappear later once it becomes a video. But then the comments from those watching on replay will stay, and I can go back in later and respond to those comments. So make sure you say good morning to me, whether you're watching live or on replay. Either one, it really, really, really makes a difference. All right? Good morning. Excuse me. Hey, Brooke. What's up, Brooke? Thank you for being here. Good morning, Brooke. Great to see you. Also, those of you that are on like Breakfast with Champions, Facebook, make sure you tell all of our friends that we're over here on YouTube now. I greatly appreciate it. Trisha Rue is in the building. Good morning, Trisha Rue. Thank you for being here. Judith Coletti is up in here. Great to see you, Judith. Russell Hill is in the building as well. Thanks for being here, Russell. Amazing to see you. I'm still not sure why you and I have not quite put together some business yet. I feel like we should be doing business together. But anyways, hit me up, all right? We'll talk about that. Tony Schmidt is in the building. Great to see you. Luis Grafton, thank you. Nonice, I believe it is. Thanks for being here, Luis. Robin Wilshans is in the building as well. Thank you for being here. We've got the Fixed Ops Doc, Gene Hughes, 393, Gene Hughes, 9396 in the building. Michael Larkin in the building. Tara Hope is in the building. Bella is in the building. Denver, what up, Denver? Loving the show on YouTube, says Denver. Thank you. Top of the morning, y'all, says Allie Owens. Thanks for being here. Tony T4T says good morning to me. What's up, man? Good morning to you indeed. Michelle Gravely, thank you for being here this morning. I greatly appreciate you as well. Listen, you guys are amazing. Hit the share button. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks for being here. We're going to keep going in this series called School Daze.
You didn't lose the summer. You spent it.
And the show is actually, the series is actually Summer Daze, not School Daze. But hey, we're on a roll this morning. Listen, I want to start with something that might sting just a little bit, hopefully not too bad. My name is Glenn, and I'm your friend. So if you're new around here, just want you to know, we're friends. We tell each other the truth. It's why we're here. It's why we do what we do. We're here Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. Eastern time, telling each other the truth. There's too many people in our lives that'll just kind of nod their head and allow us to go down paths that aren't necessarily good for us. I'm not that person. I'm the one that's here to tell you the truth. So it might sting just a little bit, but hopefully not too bad. Summer is moving behind us. And some people are kind of like, where did it go, right? Where did summer go? I feel like we just got out of school. Where did summer go? How are we back? How are we back here, right? And to that person, maybe that's you, I just want to say, you didn't lose summer. Like, summer is not lost. You spent it. You did. You spent them. You got June. June was given to you, all 30 days of it. All 30 days of June, you got every single one of them. Now, how you spent those days, I don't know. I wasn't there hanging out with you for every single one of them. But you got every day in June, every single one. You also got every day in July. All 31 days in July, you got all 31. Now, how you spent those days, don't know. Wasn't hanging out with you. Can't tell you. Didn't. My investment of those days was not, hanging out with you every day. So I can't tell you what you did. But you got every day of July. You also have gotten every single day of August. Like you got every single Monday. You got every single Saturday. You got every morning, every opportunity. Like you didn't lose the summer. Like where did summer go? Well, no. It's not like it's lost. No, you spent it. You spent every minute of these last 3 months. There's no question about that. The question, however, is, this is the scary part. Most people cannot tell you what they spent those minutes on. That's the scary part. That's why it feels lost. It feels like it's just gone. Like the time just went away. Can't believe we're already here. I personally have caught myself saying this. Like, man, time is moving so fast. How is it another year? How are we already here, right? And it's like, no. Let's relook at that. You got all those minutes, bro. I constantly hear people, especially in the dealership world, I work with a lot of high-level entrepreneurs, business owners, so on and so forth. And I hear it all the time. I hear, I just don't have enough time. I just don't have enough time. Anybody ever said that? Drop it in the comments if you ever feel like you just don't have enough time. I hear it all the time. I just don't have enough time. In the mornings, I was talking to somebody the other day. They were like, I just don't have enough time in the mornings. I got to get up. I got to make a lunch. And then I got to do this for the kids. Then I got to do this for myself. And then I got to do this. Then I got to do that. I just don't have enough. I just don't have enough time. I can't read the 10 pages that I need to read. I can't get to the gym the way that I need to get to the gym. I can't write that book I know I need to write. I can't work on that project I know I need to work on. I can't invest that time with my kids that I know that they need. I can't invest that time with my spouse that I know that they need. Not right now. Right now, it's just a season. It won't last forever. It's just a season. And see, the reality is, it's not that we don't have enough time. It's just, the problem is a lot of your time is leaking all over the place. Like if you think about it, right? 7 minutes here, 20 minutes there. You pick up your phone to check on one thing, and next thing you know, 31 minutes disappear. You sit in a meeting that shouldn't exist. You spend an hour worrying about something that you could have handled in 10 minutes. And then you sit there and you say, life is moving so fast. And the reality is, no. Life isn't moving so fast. Life is moving at the same speed it's always been moving. You're just moving through life unconsciously, waking up, grabbing your phone, notifications, emails, texts, working, meetings, calls, problems, scrolling, dinner, scroll, television, scroll, bed, scroll. And then you're just repeating it, right? Because your brain was stimulated all day. It feels like you've had a full day, but what was it full of? You see, that's the days. In summer days, that's the days. You've had a full day, but what was it full of? Anything meaningful? Anything that moved you forward? Anything? Any type of progress? Or you're just going through it. Now listen, I'm talking to you like this because as a father of 9 kids, as a guy who coaches businesses all across the country, like I've worn busy as a badge of honor. Like I get it. I've talked about it on this show, between the kids and business and travel and speaking and meetings and clients and flights and projects. Like, hey, look how much I'm doing, man. Look at all these things I'm doing. And I've had people right here on the show. They're like, dude, I'm exhausted just looking at your schedule. Like, I get it. I've worn that badge of honor. Look at how many people need me. But I'm starting to realize, as I'm getting a little bit wiser, that's the right word. As I'm getting a little bit wiser, I am realizing, my friends, that you and I, we could be possibly using busy. Like, busy could be one of the greatest scams that we sell ourselves. Because just because you're busy does not mean that you're effective. You could be busy missing your kids. You can be busy building a company eventually you're going to hate. I personally have done that multiple times. You can be busy answering messages from people who don't matter while ignoring the person sitting 3 feet away that does. You can be busy making money that you don't have time to enjoy. And on the outside, everybody's going to tell you, bro, you're killing it. You're killing it. But deep down inside, you're like, dude, it's killing me. I want you to think back real quick. Think back to Memorial Day, the beginning of this summer, all right? What did you say you were going to do this summer? Because we talked about it. We talked about doing a halftime report and looking at where we're at in the year and so on and so forth. Like, what did you say you're going to do this summer? What did you say you were going to change? Where did you say you were going to go? Who did you say you were going to spend time with? What were you finally going to start? Like, I want you to think back, and now I'm going to ask you the question that you don't want me to ask. Did you follow through on that? All the things that you said you were going to do over the last 90 days, did you? Here in this community, every once in a while, we'll do 90-day challenges. I'll hold people accountable. Everybody signs up and registers. We do +1, -1. We're going to add one thing in our life, take one thing in our life, and we'll do this +1, -1 challenge. And all these people will sign up for it. And I'll start off, and I'll be sending messages, so on and so forth. And the drop-off rate is insane. Liza says, I removed the word busy from my vocabulary years ago. I love that. The drop-off is insane, from people saying they're going to do something to people actually doing something. They should do a full-on study. How many people say they're going to do and don't do? I bet you the number would shock you. I think it would shock you. But here's the scarier part of that, to me. The scarier part of that is that you're going to blink, dude, and it's going to be December 31st. Right now it's August 25th, but you're going to blink and it's going to be December 31st. And you're going to say, golly, that year went by so fast. And here's the reality. Even though it's nice to say, and I understand the sentiment, the reality is you were there for every single second of it. January didn't sneak past you. Summer didn't sneak past you. You just made thousands of tiny little decisions about where your attention would go, and those decisions ended up becoming your year. Life does not disappear in decades. It disappears in Tuesdays. We constantly tell ourselves, I'll enjoy myself once I do this, right? I'll relax once the business gets to a certain point or I have a certain amount of money. I'll be present once this project is finished. I'll spend more time with my family when things slow down. I'll take the trip when my schedule clears up. But think about what you're doing, man. You're trading a guaranteed Tuesday for an imaginary someday. And here's the problem. And I'm telling you, I'm experiencing this more and more and more as I get wiser. My favorite word. As I get wiser, I'm experiencing it more and more and more and more and more. Things don't slow down. They never slow down. If you're actually living purposely and things are going the way that they're supposed to go, like, your business is going to get bigger. Your problems are going to get bigger. Your kids are going to get older, and they're going to have different problems and more dynamic problems. You better believe me, I'm right in the thick of teenagers, aliens is what they should be called. I don't know why they call them teenagers. They should call them aliens. I'm right in the thick and the middle of all of that, right? And so it doesn't slow down. It just, you make more money and you get different responsibilities. You finish one project, 3 more projects appear. Like there's never going to be some magical Wednesday where all of a sudden your calendar says, congratulations, everything's handled. Please enjoy your life. Like that day is never coming. That day is never coming. And so here's where this idea of summer days in my head, like this is where it gets really interesting, because there are billion-dollar companies whose entire business model depends on your inability to pay attention. Like your attention is so valuable to these companies that some of the smartest people on earth, they spend their entire lives figuring out how to capture your attention. That's their entire lives. The notification, the little red dot, the autoplay, the endless scroll, recommending videos, headlines that are designed to piss you off, agitate you, get you into a motivational state, cause you to lose your head, right? A steady mind is the rarest strength of all, is what it says in the planner. They've got teams trying to keep your mind unsteady. None of this is accidental. And then you and I will say, oh, I don't have enough time. Well, of course you don't have enough time. You gave it to all these big companies that invest billions and billions of dollars trying to get your attention. You gave it to them. You gave them 10 minutes before you got out of bed this morning. You gave them 15 minutes over here. You gave them 20 minutes over there. 45 minutes at night before you went to bed. Nobody steals your life 8 hours at a time. That's not how it works. They take it 30 seconds at a time. And so listen, maybe we've been talking about this all wrong. Like maybe instead of calling it time management, which is what we've been doing, we've been calling it time management. Maybe like we come to the realization that you can't manage time because the clock doesn't give a dang about your freaking plans, bro. The only thing you can manage is attention. And wherever your attention goes, your life follows. You want to know what somebody actually values? Don't ask them what they value. Don't ask them that. Just look at their attention. You say your marriage matters? Well, show me where your attention goes. Your kids matter? Show me where your attention goes. Your health matters? Show me where your attention goes. Your business matters? Show me where your attention goes. God matters? Show me where your attention goes. Because we can say anything we want, but attention does not lie. It doesn't lie. And here's the reality, here's the truth, and I saw it in all the pictures that were posted as these kids were going back to school. A lot of my friends have reached the point where their kids are like going off to college and so on and so forth. Like, dude, at some point, it's going to be your last summer. Do you realize that? You are headed towards your last summer, and I don't know which one is your last summer, and neither do you. You don't know which one is your last summer, but there's going to be a last family vacation. Unfortunately, there's going to be one last time where your kids, ask you to come outside and throw the football. There's going to be one last time where everybody that currently lives under your roof lives under your roof. And what's crazy is in the midst of it, you're not going to know. You're not going to know it's the last time. Have you guys seen that trend where moms like pick up their full-grown sons, like holding my kid for the last time? Because I didn't know that the last time was the last time. And I know that can be a little bit sad to think about, but it's really not. Like it's It's not sad, it's serious. Because you and I tend to treat priceless things, we tend to treat these priceless things like they're unlimited, and they're just not. They're not unlimited. You don't have unlimited summers. You don't have unlimited times where all the family's under one roof. You don't have unlimited opportunities to go throw the football. Like, dude, you can make another dollar. You can find another client. You can build another business, but you cannot make another August 25th, 2026. This is it. So you and I both, like, we have to quit treating each day like it's a freaking rehearsal for something in the future, because that's not what it is. This is the game. We're in the game. So listen, man, that's summer days. It's not about beaches and vacations and reminiscing about riding bicycles as kids. It's about the days that we've allowed ourselves to fall into. Because I think millions of people, maybe billions of people, are walking around right now and they're not miserable. They're just, like, it's not like they're failing or anything. They're just numb. That's it. Just numb. Comfortable enough not to change, busy enough not to think, distracted enough not to notice, successful enough that nobody else asks if they're fulfilled. And one day they look up and 10 years are gone, not because anybody stole those years, but because they spent those years asleep. But that's not going to be you and I, right? That's not you and I. We're gonna catch ourselves today reaching for the phone when we know we shouldn't. We're gonna catch ourselves saying I'll do it later when we know we should do it now. We're gonna catch ourselves sitting with somebody we love while we're mentally somebody else, and we're just gonna bring it back. We're gonna be like, you know what? I'm right here with the person I love, and I'm not gonna say later, and I'm not gonna say next time, and I'm not gonna say in the future, and I'm not gonna say someday. I'm not gonna do anything, any of those things, because where our attention goes, ultimately power, energy, all of it flows. So today, let's just ask ourselves that question as we go throughout the day. Like, is this worth spending my life on? Because that's really what you're spending. You're not spending minutes. You're not spending seconds. You're not spending hours. You are spending life. Life. And here's the good news. It's early enough today where you haven't spent today yet. It's ahead of you. You got it in front of you. You woke up this morning. Congratulations. Now let's go get it, bro. Let's go get it. You, me, children of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. God made you and I to be the absolute best versions of ourselves we could possibly be. Not average versions, not a little bit above average, not a little bit below, but the absolute best versions of ourselves we could possibly be. So let's go get it. That sound fair? I'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again right here on #Rise and Grind. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you had an incredible day. Make sure you share the show. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification button so you get notifications every time I go live. Loving the numbers that we're seeing right out the gate here this morning. Super inspiring. Thanks for being a part of the journey. I greatly appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Peace.